Morning all, welcome out with RB, and we're out on one of these. Haven't been out on one of these for absolutely ages. This is going out to our customer Jeffrey, so ride test for his purposes. And this is the new Euro 5 Titan. Lexmoto have taken on board some of the things that I've asked for, and they've obviously put it to the factory, and the factory have done it. Brilliant, well done Lexmoto. Right, let's start from the front of the bike. Daytime lights, full on, H4 bulbs, twin H4 bulbs for dip and main. Bulb indicators, all bulbed on this, no LEDs, good old fashioned bulbs, just the way I like it. Nice set of discs, front and rear, and we've got some decent tyres on here as well. So you've got the Kenda tyres are darn good tyres. They are a nylon tyre, composite, but they are still darn good. Right, so some of the things they've taken on board, I did say on the Euro 4 I hated these plastic guards that they had on. They've put metal ones on now, and they don't fall off. They are secured very, very well. The plastic ones used to crack, break, fall off, so they've changed them up. We've now got the steel guards, nice little steel tip to the exhaust, and this one's got a 32 litre top box. Now, the thing I did say about the rack on this, there is a plastic cover that goes over the top of this. And as you can tell, we've got kids about screaming. So they put a plastic cover on these. You have to remove the plastic cover, and then what we do, we Dremel out the edge here so it fits this handguard. But what they've done now, they've put a nice bracket, big steel bracket under there with 4 bolt holes, so you can go straight in and secure that top box. That is as sturdy as a house, absolutely perfect. Still got the kickstart on the side. So if your battery does go flat, at least you've got the option to kickstart. And of course, the thing I always go on about, the bag clip. I've never known anybody use a bag clip. So you can put your bag in there, lock it over, bring it back. I've never known anybody secure a bag. It has got a little glove box at the front, enough to put a pair of gloves or cleaning cloths, etc., or your chain or disc lock or something, but not much storage. Now, under the bike, let's just go under the bike. Now, with this top box in the way, we've got it just so it clears the rear seat. E5 petrol only. Do not put E10 in this bike. E5 only. That is the plastic rack that goes on top of the original cover. So we get rid of that. Customer can have that back for himself. Seat locks up. All good. So you can get your bits under the seat, your helmet in your top box. That will take a full-size helmet in there. Full-face helmet. Right, let's go off. Arm the ignition up. Put it in the right key, RB. There we go. Full tank of fuel. 5.5 litres on one of these bikes. Fires on the button, all your standard controls, hazards, horn, indicators, main beam, dip beam, start and kill button. Does work very well. Mirrors are nice and wide, as I always say, these Titans, great set of mirrors on the Titans, and the seat on this, it's springy and comfortable. Suspension is a lot better than the old Titans. Still got the same size wheels on it, but let's get out, let's have a test ride. Now we've got currently 2k on the bike. Now it's a bit of a weird one. The mileage is on the inside of those clocks, and the speedo on the outside is k's. Now what I tend to do and tell people to do, very, very easy. Let's just pull up here a minute and I'll just tell you about it. Brakes are darn good. 30 mile an hour is about 42, and then you've got there. So we always say 10, 11, 12 and 1. Easiest way to do it, a little bit of white Tipex, or put a little bit of white line tape there. Easiest way is a bit of Tipex so you can see 30, 40, 50. It's white on silver. Why do they not put black lettering so you can see what your miles an hour are? Because the K's are nice and easy, white on black. Why don't we have black on silver so you can see? But bit of Tipex there, just so you can see engine management light, main beam, indicators, fuel tank. That is all you need on one of these. Lexmoto, get with it please. Let's have some black lettering on the clocks. Very hard to see white on silver on a sunny day, and it is lovely out here today. So for the purposes of ride testing, we are going to be doing 40 to 45 mile an hour only, unfortunately, because we are running the bike in. Now I keep knocking on about how to run a bike in. First 500 miles, 40 to 45 or 3 months. That is your first service. Get that out of the way. Then you can do 50 to 55 after that first service. That will take you 3,000 miles or 6 months after the first service. After that, once you've had your second service out of the way, you're good to go. If you are going to go full Blatt from new, you are going to wear that engine away a lot quicker. Run the bike in, take your time with it. If you're doing around town, you're going to be doing 30 mile an hour anyway. But on dual carriageways, obviously, just watch your speed. So, going to do a little bit of a different route today. I feel like doing something different, not going down a dual carriageway, so we're just going to a Blatt around town. All 40 mile an hour roads, quite handy. So 40 mile an hour is 11 o'clock. That's all you've got to remember. Nice and easy, keep it around about 11, half past 11, and you are good to go. That is your 40 mile an hour to 45. Now, for the purposes of ride testing, we normally put about 10k on a bike over 2 ride cycles. It will be coming back in with me as soon as I get back to the workshop. Back in, final bolt check, quick PDI, check everything's all good, check everything works, check my tyre pressures, and then give the customer a call. Ride test's all good. Right, video's going to go up on YouTube tonight, hopefully by the time I get to edit. Now, this is Wednesday, so it means tonight I am on a live stream. I'm going to be on Peaky Biker every Wednesday when we do the midweek mumble. And it's only a couple of weeks away until Peaky does his coastal challenge around the UK for Scotty's Little Soldiers. I know I'm blatting on about other stuff, should be talking about the bike, but if you don't like what you're hearing, go and tune in to somebody else's channel. The last thing you want to do is just a load of silence and me just sitting on the bike. Now, the Euro 5 Titan, how good is it? We've got 8 of these in, and obviously compared to the other brands that we ride, WK, this is your bare bones scooter, same as a WK bare bones scooter. But comparing the two models together, obviously the WK does look a little bit more refined, looks more like a Diablo, and it is the same price. But for a bare bones scooter and reliability, the Titan is absolutely bomb proof. And I can vouch for that because one of our customers, Stuart, who is always in our garage, has had his Titan now for 4.5–5 years, and the thing is still going. He has done now 55,000 kilometers on that bike. His bike is a bit like Trigger's broom. It's had, I think, 5 lots of belts and rollers. He's had a new clutch on it. He's had a top end rebuild on it, but he services it relentlessly. It does look pretty good for the year. It's got some minor rust, but he covers that bike in ACF 50 all the time. Like I keep going on about ACF 50, and I will be doing a video how to apply ACF 50 to your bike. It's very, very easy, and it does keep your bike protected even in the summer months and the winter months. ACF 50 everywhere. And I do mine, believe it or not, once a week. I ACF the hell out of my big bike, and you should be doing the same with your little bike. When you get it dirty, give it a clean, get the road dirt off it, get the road salt off of it. Even on a dry day, you're going to be picking up road dirt and all the crap that is on the road. So once a week, give your bike a wash, get it blowed off, or let it dry. ACF 50 absolutely everywhere, and look after it. Especially on your exhaust. If you go put ACF 50 on the exhaust, yes, it will smoke and burn off, but you've got a protection coating on there that will just keep the rust at bay. And it does work very, very well on steel. Right, let's go down into town and have a little bit of a run around. Telltales on this are very, very easy to read. So if you leave an indicator on, you can see it flashing away in front of you just by looking down. But obviously at 2199, the same price as the WK, this is a great little scooter. Now the only difference being the WK cannot have a top box at the moment. They are looking at aftermarket racks for it, but the Titan does have the ability to have a top box. So if you're doing backwards and forwards, college, work, etc, etc, or a little bit the old delivery, you can get a bigger top box. You can go 32, 42, or put a big pizza box on there. and this will cope with it absolutely no problem. And at 120 to the gallon average, which is what we've been checking, we had one, and we've obviously said to the customer, fill your bike up, come back to us, wash your mileage, blah blah blah, next time you refill, clock the mileage. And we worked it out to what he in town, 5 or 6 miles backwards and forwards to work every day, and he was averaging about 120 to the gallon, but he was taking his time. Obviously the harder you use the throttle, down goes your consumption. Right, we are going to go down around town now, have a little bit of run around good old Bletchley, because most of the roads down the other end are all blocked off with roadworks. Yes, they're fixing the potholes. But for an around town scooter, this is very good, short wheelbase, very manoeuvrable. You can get it sort of down your back alley if you've got it in the garden. That sounded wrong. But it is very easy to get down. Due to the width of the bike, it's very easy to get it into tight little gaps, and it's great for filtering as well. So if you happen to be stuck in traffic, you can get a filter in as well. What's it like at getting past the lorry on an overtake? We shall find out. Here we go. And we're going to try and stick to 40 mile an hour. And a quick burst of 45 and back down to 40. Overtakes the cars and the lorries, no problem. And it keeps you up to the flow in traffic as well. So 45, bang on 12 o'clock, straight up the middle. And it's sitting at 45, lovely. So, local customer this one, he's in Bletchley as well. And obviously Jeffrey's going to be watching my video later. And as always, Titans ride absolutely perfect. They are absolutely bomb proof. And should the worst happen and you do drop the bike, the parts for these are very, very cheap. Sometimes a little bit hard to get hold of, but we did check the other day and there are loads and loads of Titan panels in stock, so all available. Makes life nice and easy. And the average price of your panels, you're looking about 10-15 quid a panel. The levers on the end are about £7.95. But very, very easy to get the parts for these. 42 mile or 42k is 30 mile an hour. There we go. Right, we're heading back to the garage. 10k on the bike. Final test ride to come up, and another 5 bikes for me to do today. Full time on the spanners at the moment. Got a nice little Suzuki Intruder yesterday. Quick carb strip, cleaned it. It was bogging down at 30 mile an hour. Took me about an hour and a bit to do the carbs on that. Very, very easy to get them Suzuki Intruders. And cleaned it all up, and that has gone this morning, so customers happy. A nice little Bullet Hero in yesterday as well, that has gone. And we are back today doing 2 lots of carbs, one on a DT or 125 2-stroker. So I'm going to be doing the clean up on that one. And then we've got the big Suzuki Gixxer in. So we're going to be doing carbs, bank of 4 carbs on the Gixxer, so might try and get a little bit of video of that one, where he's let his friend tinker and broken a load of parts under the bike. Naughty, naughty. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget, subscribe, like, share, comment, and let us know what you think of the new Euro 5 Titans. Until the next time, where we're out riding on a test ride for a customer, be well, ride safe, and from RB, it's a big goodbye from me. And if you haven't seen, before we go, WK Scrambler down the back, I will be doing the test ride on that, hopefully in the next couple of days. WK have sent me a Scrambler. Till then, be well, ride safe, adios, ta-ta for now.